Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Pikmin. In the last episode we went to the Forest Navel and we discovered blue Pikmin. This episode we've actually come back to the Forest of Hope, where I've got a few more things I want to clean up with the help of our newly discovered blue Pikmin. So I'm going to take a load of them out first and do what I always do when I have small numbers of Pikmin, which is hopefully try and pluck some nectar for them. Because it'd be really nice if we could have all of them be flowers. Would certainly make manoeuvring them around just much easier. But no nectar there. There's this other nectar point here as well. We've only got a couple of leaves anyway. There we go. Right, that should be enough to hopefully flower up everyone. Wonderful. Right, so these guys I have immediately got a task for. Oh, come on, all of you, not just all but one of you. Basically, we want to go up there. In order to get up there, we actually need to go around the side. We can chuck Pikmin up there, but you and I, me more importantly, have no way around there. But that gate that was underwater, we can tackle with our blue Pikmin. So we'll leave them there for now, and we will take out a significant contingent of reds, because we're going to be doing something that needs the fighty man. If I bring up the radar, you will see we are heading first for that area, which is definitely not a boss arena. And so it's definitely not encouraged to bring a decent amount of fighting Pikmin, and you definitely don't want to make sure a lot of them are at least flowers, buds, that kind of thing. If there's any more honey there, which I suspect there isn't, no. Really? Yeah, I'll just hoover you up at the end of the day. Foolish thing. You'll notice, so these here are pellet posies. They don't grow until about midday. Early in the day, they're actually not present. So I want to throw these guys up there, and I'll kind of come back for them in a bit. Oh, perfect timing. So, just as they are all being thrown up there, this gate has been opened, and now we've got another gate for these reds to take on. And it's a black gate, which means it has more health. And there's a fucker stomping around on the other side. Hopefully he won't get pissed off at them when they take the gate down. It's a risk, but I think it should be fine, all things considered. You guys go and attack the gate, or are you just going to stand there like lemons? They've chosen the lemon approach. In the meantime, I'm just going to try and rear up some blues where possible. And I guess that is why they call it the blues. Not funny, Doctor. Definitely not funny. Right, hoover this guy up, who's somewhat in the wall. And so all the various bulbs that were here are technically dead. But we can go underwater here and get... So these things here are called Walpoles. People who played the American version of this game might think of them as having a different name, which I'm not going to say. Because they had their name changed for... These and another enemy had their name changed for the PAL version of this game. Like the European version, specifically the British English version, because what these were called contained what in British English is quite an offensive word. So they're now called Walpoles. So if you're wondering why, look it up yourself. That's not a word I'm particularly comfortable saying on camera. So I'm going to chuck all these various blues up here, and basically so you have to do this with blues because you have to pull these blues through the water, and what they're doing is hitting that thing there. What that thing is a bridge. As they deal damage to it, they will slowly extend it out, and there you go, it'll start moving. There's another one that'll join this island. There's another one we can work on from there, but you can work on that from the land with any type of Pikmin. I'm just setting them to work on that one, because they can do that in the background, while I'm going to go and check on the reds on that gate, because they should be damn near to getting through it now. Yeah, perfect timing. I'm very good at this. So, time for a boss. This is the Armored Cannon Beetle. This game doesn't even have any kind of boss music. I say doesn't even, I haven't complained about the music yet. But the Armored Cannon Beetle sucks in and then it spits a rock at us. What we need to do is when it sucks in, chuck a single Pikmin into that hole to kind of plug it. There's your point. When you plug the hole, the Armored Cannon Beetle will need to vent its very hot abdomen. At this point, you can chuck a shit ton of red Pikmin into its carapace there and attack the kind of soft, squishy underpart. It'll close. Closing doesn't hurt Pikmin, it just kicks them off. And now we can repeat the process. We've done about nearly half its health, so pretty good. Once again, oh, that was bad, that was bad. This guy is kind of a demonstration of why you don't want to take too many Pikmin into battle. There we go, plugged him again, because as you saw there, that wouldn't have hit a smaller group, because they were on the edge of being a kind of larger group. It can be a little unwieldy handling a large group of Pikmin. Oh, brilliant. Well, that was nice and easy. Yeah, you guys can have that thing. I'm going to leave his corpse there for a reason, because, right, here's what I want to focus on. This is the treasure we get for him. Technically, you can grab this and pull it past him, but it doesn't appear when you defeat him. It's always there. But hey, this is the Radiation Canopy. This turns the harsh radiation of deep space into soft infrared rays that'll easy on the body. I'll sleep like a baby once I get this back to the ship. So, 46. We can probably slap all of them on the Radiation Canopy, I suspect. Oh, not with that actually, we can't. Right, come on, guys. On you get. There we go. The rest of them should suck up onto it as it walks past. Oh, really, guys, come on. Do I have to put you right in the bloody way of it? Are you all stupid? Actually, you are all stupid in Venice. I know that. I literally warned you about Pikmin needing babysitting. The corpse, I specifically want the blues to take back, because it'll really help the numbers. You get like 50 Pikmin from the... Oh, hiccups. You get like 50 Pikmin from the corpse of the Armored Cannon Beetle, so it's totally worth doing. The blues that I have... I don't know why there's two of them there. The blues that I have should be nearly finished their work on that bridge now. So... how's that coming along? Man, I'm doing really well for time on this. Oh, there we go. I'm actually damn near done. Brilliant. Can I get up on there? Yeah, I can walk through it. So with blues, you can... Actually, that means with blues, we can get this treasure the entire way back. I was going to try and bring... Oh, there we go. That's the Radiation Canopy back. Oh, multitasking. It's so enjoyable, he says, dropping a beer mat on the floor. My drink did that thing, you know, when you've got like a wee mat on it and then you pull it up to drink and it's got the mat stuck to it and then it falls off again. I'll have to inspect it later to make sure it hasn't cracked. I'll be in for even more trouble if I have any radiation leaks. I mean, you've clearly been surviving radiation fine, so I can't imagine it being a huge problem right now. Here's a new thing as well. I found me Saggitarius. Me son gave this to me as a present. It brings to mind visions of my son back home on planet Hawkitate. Oh, to be there right now. And weirdly, even though it's small, it does apparently require 20 Pikmin. So let's set them on it, I think. For some reason, they could just take it off the end here, but they don't. And I bet you the fuckers aren't going to take it over without that bridge being built. They're real shitey like that. Let's find out. Oh yeah, they start milling in a circle. The Pikmin that are carrying our spoils seem to be milling about in one place with their loads. Yeah, if their path is blocked, you have to open it through. For some reason, they can't come off and take it through the water, even though they're clearly capable of walking that distance. It's slightly annoying. What that means is we have to finish making that bridge, which is fine. So I'll leave those guys there, grab the reds from over here, and set the reds onto this, while I set the blues up on the Cannon Beetle Lava's corpse. Oh, sheer grubs. Well, at least I can take these guys out now. Better this than them attacking when I'm trying to take the Saggitarius back. Guys, come on, what the fuck are you all doing? Like, I think it is a good gameplay mechanic for this, but boy, Pikmin are real thick. You do have to babysit them in almost every process, otherwise they will just get lost, stuck, confused, or generally just fuck themselves over. Well, now we've got a bit of time here. Many people will probably be aware of the fact that Pikmin 2 is a thing that exists. And I will say right now, just so there's no misconceptions going forward, I much prefer Pikmin 2 to this game. This game is decent, don't get me wrong, I enjoy it, and the core gameplay is very similar. It just has a few weird problems which Pikmin 2 doesn't, and therefore I feel like it's the case, and you used to get this a lot back in the day, you don't get it so much now, of the kind of what I call the perfect sequel. So Pikmin 1 was a very good game, and Pikmin 2 was the perfect sequel. It built within the same engine, it advanced on the flaws of the first Pikmin game, whilst remaining, like, keeping its core gameplay very much similar. And I think that's really good, and you don't see that so much anymore. And I think that's partly because people don't make sequels in, like, the same engine on... What were then sequels are probably what would be considered DLC nowadays, so I think that's a very real reason as to what's going on there. Pikmin 2 it just feels like it's more thought out. It doesn't have the same issues with the timing, it has a lot better timing. It's funnier, for me, has more story, and has like better music and kind of a more engaging world. Don't get me wrong, the music in this is nice. Wow, this is the thing. The music is nice, but verges a bit on the kind of disturbing. This music is very nice. I don't like the music in the Forest Naval, it's just not very nice, it's just a bit, yeah. Oh wow, that's a lot of things from the Cannon Beetle Lava's thing. And then in the other areas as well, just like the music isn't very present. And a lot of time it's got these weird doing, doing, boing, boing kind of sounds. And it's a bit strange, generally. It feels like it's not quite there yet. Whereas Pikmin 2 feels like it very much is there. I much prefer it as a game that feels more fleshed out. But I don't want to... Negativize isn't a word. I don't want to be negative because I also do really like this game. That's actually not a bad thing on this game. This be a gift from my son. It must be worried about me. I said it for my son. I'm not sure entirely what gender it is, though I called it son, therefore that does make it clear that I probably know. Anyway, yes, I much prefer Pikmin 2, but that's not to say that I don't like this one. It's just this game needed to exist for Pikmin 2 to exist, but then Pikmin 2 has very much superseded it. Pikmin 3 is too different and weird. I don't like it hugely, but oh dear, spat on the mic again now. How am I spitting on it? It's so far away from me. Anyway, I've got actually a load of time left, much more than I thought. So I am returning the blues, but that's actually only just so I can withdraw with flower priority. Wow, those words were hard on the old brain there, certainly. That should be almost all flowers. I got a couple of leaves. Just I want to come down here and I can just raise up yellow numbers a little bit towards the end of the day. So let's chuck some of them onto there. There's a sheer grub corpse over there that you can have, or you can come back and join that guy and leave the other guy on the ground. That's fine. If we look at the map, we'll see there's actually only one treasure left, which is there in the entirety of the Awakening Wood. That's in Pikmin 2. Forest of Hope. So this is all pretty good. It's up there, the last one, and I don't want to do what's there. There's the you gotta fight some nonsense again. Here we might see the disadvantages of blues versus reds. We didn't, fortunately. 50 is still enough to completely swarm a red spotty bulbob. But generally, as I say, yeah, reds are just better at combat than the other types of Pikmin, and just because you get them on the first day and they're better at combat, you just tend to have more of them, like, because you have more of them, so you're like, oh, I'll use them for fighting, and then they kill the thing, and inevitably they're the ones that then bring the corpses back, so you just, even if you don't initially have more, you just end up with more reds than anyone else. It's always the case. Is there anything else to get, really? I mean, there's probably a few more things I can grab over here if I really need to. Well, I mean, there's a loose yellow pellet. Guess I'll take that. Certainly no harm in it. I just want to make sure I leave myself enough time to pluck things, because I don't hugely plan on coming back here. I mean, I could crack through there with bomb walls, bomb rocks, but it's not entirely worth it. 19 is not enough to take that guy on, so I'm gonna go around. Actually, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna turn into Pokey Pig. Apparently, I'm gonna. You'd think making a joke about it would make me aware of it, so I wouldn't do it again, but apparently not. I'm just gonna pluck the remaining Pikmin and then go to sunset. Have had the speeder on, please, Doctor. 5 days since impact. I've made a new discovery. The Pikmin can choose their own routes. But does this indicate rational thought or just basic instinct? Isn't that the thing with the woman with the legs and the vagina? Either way. Unfortunately, I cannot determine that at this point. I'll be vigilant in me studies, though. That's basically saying Pikmin can do their own thing, but you kind of need to babysit because they can be real thick as well. Oh, look at that. We made some real blue numbers up today. That's pretty good, actually. I'm pleased with that. So we've got 121 reds, 80 yellows, and 112 blues. 19 parts with 25 days remaining. So we are well ahead of par. This is what I say. Like, this isn't a problem. We've got 11 parts in 5 days. And granted, that's like hoovering up early stuff, but put it this way, I'm expecting to do this in 18 days is what I've given myself as a series. That is 18 episodes. We'll fucking see if I actually make that. And now I've said it, I'm definitely going to cock it up. But either way, next episode we're going to be doing something a little bit more different. There's going to be a bit of a change of pace as we return to the Impact Crater. Impact Crater, you think of bloody Metroid Prime. Impact Site. All those very good Nintendo GameCube launch games. Was this a launch game? I think it was. It was certainly not far after launch. Either way, thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this episode of Pikmin, and I hope you'll join me next time. Do I normally say that? I hope you've enjoyed this episode? I don't know. God, did I ever tell the story? I don't know if I did, but I'm going to tell it here. Of when I was giving a speech as the best man at my brother's wedding, and I was improvising quite a lot of it. I was just kind of I was slightly drunk, so my brain definitely just went into recording mode, and God, it was a huge fight to not subconsciously just go, thank you very much, and good day, at the end of my speech. Because I would have made possibly a twat of myself. Well, I know I probably would have got away with it fine, but it was very funny. It's like, doing the YouTube stuff does really help confidence for like public speaking and stuff like that, but occasionally I can just go into recording mode, which isn't great when you're in front of a large group of family and friends. Either way, yes, thank you very much for watching this episode, and I hope you'll join me next time. Good day.